So now we're going to go over how to use the Google tracking sheet. And all of you should have received this document in your email. So it'd be helpful just to have it handy while we're going over it. This is a really important part of the program. So again, you should have received an email with a link that connects you to the Google tracking sheet and gives you access to it. And the sheet looks like this. Okay, and this is just an old sheet from a previous session, but it's a good example of what the sheet looks like for you. Everyone's name is over here on the left, and everyone is color-coded just for ease of use. So if we go back to this page, what I would suggest is bookmarking this page on your computer or just keeping it open, since you are going to be using it daily. You can also download the app called Google Sheets to access this from a smartphone or a tablet, just for, again, convenience. And in terms of using the sheet, you'll notice that there's 6 days every week with 1 day off of your choice. Okay, so day 1 through 3 is the first rows, and then down here is day 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and again, 1 day off of your choice. There's also 6 weeks of sheets because this is a 6-week program, separated by labeled tabs at the bottom of the page. You can clearly see those down there. Okay, right here. You'll be eating 4 to 5 meals per day, and each time you eat a meal, you're going to put a score in the appropriate box. And I have a separate video going over the scoring system, so don't worry if that sounds confusing. But if you notice, looking at this sheet again, we'll go back up to the top here. Each meal for each person has a score for it. Okay? So pretty simple so far. If you eat 4 meals instead of 5, you would leave meal 5 blank. Easy enough. There's also an exercise column. Okay? So right here. And for exercise, this is simply just moving for 30 minutes a day, more than whatever you do on a daily basis for your job. So if you get that 30 minutes in, you get a 1. If you don't, you get a 0. Again, very simple. There's also a weekly compliance percentage goal, which is written at the top of the sheet every week, and this changes every week. So it's going to increase. It actually starts at 75%, as you'll see here. This is the first week of the program. And if you'll notice over here, the daily total, that is your compliance for each day. And the sheet automatically calculates that. So if I change this to 0, my compliance obviously decreases because that meal was no longer a 1. So this is automatically calculated. Your goal is to achieve this percentage up here every day. And if you scroll down a little further on the page here, the sheet also calculates everyone's weekly average, okay, which is pretty interesting to see. And again, your week average goal would be the same as our daily average goal. Okay, if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me, especially on our Facebook page. That's a really good place to ask questions so that everyone else can see my answer.